What's going on, guys? Aphotic Affinity here, and I'm playing Modern Warfare 3. This isn't my first gameplay. I intentionally wanted to put up my first gameplay, and I did really well on it. And I might do that as like my second time, be like, this was my first game. I went like 27-4 or something. It was really good, but then I just went all downhill after that. Playing Ground War on some map I don't know, reminds me of Overpass from Modern Warfare 2. Playing with Eric the Aviator, Ho-Ho his brother, Optic Corrosive, E-Memory, Davy Crockett's Hat, and some other cool people. We're just tearing it up. Had a great time playing last night with them. But I wanted to give you guys a kind of a generic class setup and my tips and tricks from Modern Warfare 3 from what I've picked up just playing one day. The first thing I want to tell you guys is go slow. You'll notice here I'm kind of checking my corners. One thing I am already starting to do less of is sprinting. I don't sprint half as much as I used to in any other Call of Duty game. I check my corners, I stay behind cover as much as possible, even more so than I ever have in any other Call of Duty, just because the bullet damage is so high. Now the second thing I want to talk to you guys about real quick is coming up in this clip. You'll see right here. I get a nice little double kill off these guys, but then I turn around to recover some health, and then boom, get shot right in the back, and you'll see another guy spawns in right there. That must be a hard spawn point, because you'll see later on in the game that exact thing happens to me again. So avoid that corner in the map if they've got a C spawn, or if they have no spawn at all. It's probably a hard spawn point, for them, where they're just going to keep spawning no matter what. That's probably leads into my next point, is spawns and knowing where to be on the map. In this Call of Duty, I cannot find good spawn position at all. I can't put myself somewhere where I know I'm safe for a little while. I get a kill, and I get downed instantly, especially if the first guy gets one shot on you. The second guy, if he gets another shot on you, you're done. Game over. So you really want to be careful of that. Maybe team up with a buddy. Make sure you guys are rolling 2-3 deep wherever you go. But you really need to be careful of getting shot. I feel like I kill one guy, two guys come up, and I know Woody's gamertag has already mentioned that fact. But I was a little skeptical because I know he's not the greatest player in the world, but he really is right about that, guys. You have to make sure that you stay far back enough from the action if you're trying to build up a kill streak. Speaking about kill streaks, I'm loving the point system they use now and the kill streak tiers and all that. I just haven't found the right kill streaks to dial in yet. I'm not that great at this game yet. So you'll see me using a 4, 9, and like 12 or whatever it is. And I just could not get that last kill streak in this game. Another little point I want to kind of tell you guys or tip is the sentries, SAM turrets, IMS, stuff like that. You get them right away and all that, but you don't want to call them in right away. What you saw I did a couple of seconds ago is I got my IMS and I just threw it down right away without clearing the area out. Bad mistake. Clear out the area first, then plant it down. Speaking about IMSs, I really love them so far, but what you want to do is you want to put them in a high trafficked area, but in a corner like you just saw right there. That way you know it's still going to be tripped, but you're not going to get it shot down real quick. Speaking of IMSs as well, they can't be stunned or flashed. They can only be shot at and destroyed or hit with grenades or explosives. So that's a good thing about them. I find them more useful so far than Predator missiles. Just personal preference in this case. There we go, that hard spawn point again. Another thing I wanted to give you guys in this first video is a quick class setup that I think is going to help a lot of you guys out to start off with. It's the class that I'm kind of using right now, but I've changed it up a little bit. You're going to want to use the Scar L. I find it so far to have the highest rate of fire per damage, basically. They give you, I forget what the first gun is, like the M4. The M4 is just like the M4 from Modern Warfare 2. It's got a high rate of fire, but so low damage, it's really hard to get a solid kill on anyone, especially if you're going to put the suppressor on like I am. So Scar Silenced is basically the way you want to go for that first starting off, and that's to keep you off the minimap, guys. You're going to find yourself, if you're using a gun without a silencer, people are going to hone into your position real quick and try to track you down and kill you. And because the bullet damage is so high, they are going to kill you eventually. Scar L Silenced. Your secondary is going to either want to be a pistol. I find myself running out of ammo really quickly, swapping to my pistol to get a couple quick kills to finish guys off. Or you're going to want to use a launcher. They give you the Schmal right out of the way, or Small, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's free fire or lock on. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage to vehicles, but it is good to take out stuff in the air, especially if 2 more people lock on to like attack helicopters. It takes it down real quick. You'll see again I make that same mistake of just putting down the IMS without clearing that spawn, and considering they have A, they're going to spawn right there. Scar H. pistol or launcher, your first perk you're going to want to use, Sleight of Hand. Sleight of Hand so far for me has been my favorite perk. It gives you that quick reload. The other thing, though, it doesn't give you that quick aim down sights. That's quick draw in this case. And that's the second perk we're going to be using. We're either going to use quick draw or we're going to be using assassin. And I recommend assassin for your first couple of games because UAVs are going to be thrown up constantly. And I hated Ghost in Black Ops. But I feel like assassin is finally a viable option. It's not too campy or anything like that because kill streaks, unless you have blind eye on, kill streaks are still going to get you. So assassin is probably what you're going to want to use to make sure that you're getting your good gameplays right off the bat. You can get the good feel of Modern Warfare 3. Your last perk, perk 3 is kind of dead to me right now. I've been using Stalker, I think it is, and it basically allows you to move faster while aiming down the sights, and the pro perk delays enemy explosions. But I haven't found a good solid third perk yet. I'm waiting for Dead Silence. I feel like once I unlock Dead Silence, it's game over. That's all I'm going to be using. But I feel like they knew that, so that's why they waited for it to be unlocked so late in the levels. So again, we're going to put it up on screen here. The guns you're going to want to be using is your Scar H. Then you're going to be using either a pistol, I recommend the USP, like I'm using here, or a SMAW. Then you're going to have your first perk be Sleight of Hand. Second perk is either going to be Quick Draw or Assassin. And then your third perk is going to be Stalker. That's going to be your best setup. Also, speaking about class setup as well, I also recommend using flash grenades now. I've noticed that flashes are just as slow as stuns, or I should say stuns are just as slow as flashes. So why not get the full effect? Why not throw a flash that's going to, basically blind them for about 10 seconds and give you the chance to sneak around them, get in a good position and kill them instead of just slowing them down, disorienting them. Explosive-wise, I wouldn't really use explosives. If you have the trophy system unlocked, which you get later on, I'd probably use that, to be honest. But explosives in this game are just so terribly weak, it's not worth it anymore. So that's basically my Modern Warfare 3 setup game video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you take away something from it, learn from it. I don't know, I'm a mess right now. I'm just trying to think of anything else I can throw at you real quick without sounding overbearing. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my GameStop Confessions employee video. I'm putting a lot of work into it. It's all doing basically by hand. There's no gameplay behind it. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for Skyrim videos on Friday. Peace.